So today I'll be showing you guys how to edit a PSD. So in case you didn't know, it's this pack. This is this pack from here, and I'm gonna be editing this game day one for y'all on Photopea. So and download that shit. Now you want to go to photopea.com. Alright. So what you want to do is that you want to go to File, then press Open. And then you want to get the PSD that you have, and then it will import it. So first, at first glance, I would want to go to this pattern, and if you go back and then you come over here, you can see that this pattern. So I'm going to go to the NBA one, and let's do the Kings. Yeah, let's do the Kings. Okay, so the pattern is downloaded. So now that it's downloaded, you just want to drag it over here. Well, at least that's how I do it. And then you want to press Shift, and then drag. Shift and drag. Shift and drag. Now, right here, it says it's on the blending mode of hard light, and the opacity is 25%. So you want to go find hard light, and then turn the opacity down to 25. Now, this is the visible and invisible button. So if you turn it off, then it is invisible. If you turn it on, it is visible. So you want to turn it off. So now you can see like the Kings pattern in the background. Now, this is the player. You want to change the player. And the first thing that comes to mind when I think of the Kings is Deer and Fox. I am just copying the picture of Deer and Fox, and I am going to put it into Photopea. Alright, so I'm going to delete the top picture, and I am going to put in Deer and Fox. So, edit, transform, shift, then drag. Shift, then drag. Shift and drag. Alright, so now you want to do a clipping mask. So you right click, clipping mask. So now it is officially clipped. You have to press Shift and drag one of the corners. And I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger. Like that. Alright, now you want to do some effects. So I usually use Topaz on Photoshop, but on Photopea you kind of just have to work with what you have, so really just not many tools. So I'm just going to do curves that don't look too bad. And then I'm just going to clip it to the bottom. Clip it to that picture. Image adjustments, let's do vibrance and turn the vibrance all the way up. Saturation, maybe just like a little bit. Looks a little too dark for me, at least, so you want to find shadows and highlights and just turn the shadows up. Oh dang, that don't look too good. Highlights, zone. See, just messing around with everything that you have here. Oh yeah. Yeah, this looks a little bit dark, I would say. So image exposure, I guess. Let's go with a little bit higher exposure. Offset. Yeah, I guess that is good for Mr. Deer and Fox. So we did went from this to this, and I would say that's a decent skin. Just gotta work with what you have on Photopea. And this is the gradient. So I'm actually not too obsessed with this gradient right here, but yeah. What I'm actually gonna do, just make my own gradient, because I do not like that gradient a lot. Alright, so I'm just gonna look for the gradient button. The gradient, okay, right there is the gradient, and I'm gonna look for the gradient that's from black to clear. So I'm just gonna change this color to black and delete the other one right there. And yeah, that is good. And I'm gonna turn it to 90 degrees, which is perfectly straight. Yeah, so that already looks a lot better, and I am liking how that looks. Rasterize that, and I'm just gonna drag it down like this way without pressing shift like that. I like how that looks. Clipping mask. Yeah, so there you go. Next, that is the background. So I'm just gonna say the Kings and the Pistons. So Kings colors, Pistons colors. TeamColorCodes.com is the go-to. TeamColorCodes.com. It's the go-to for me. So this is the Kings colors, this is the Pistons colors. It shows everything you need, to be honest. So you just want to change the color of this by double-clicking it. This will pop up. And then you want to change that. Now that background has changed to colors. So that is the secondary color. So this is the secondary color. Double click, change the hex. And that right there. This is just the whites that you want to keep there. Now there, this is the rectangle, and you want it clipped to it is the logo. So you want to find the Pistons logo and search PNG to get a transparent one. You want to get a transparent one by searching PNG. And there you go. There you have PNG, so like there's no background. And then you want to replace the original one. So original, there was a Celtics logo. So what I am going to do is I'm going to delete that by pressing delete or backspace, and then I'm going to paste. And what I did was I just pressed Control V or Command V, depending if you're on a Mac, which I am, or on Windows, which most people are on. Now you just want to find the right spot to place this. I think that's a good spot. Now you just want to clip it to this right here, this rectangle. So you see this rectangle? It'll automatically clip it if you press the clipping mask button. Alright, this is just a brush and you want to keep it there. Alright, this is the second one. So now we have to do the Kings. The Kings main color is right here. It's this purple hex color. It shows the exact color that you want. So you want to replace this hex with that color right there. And this is the secondary color, which for the Kings is gray or black, and I would rather put gray. So that is what I'm going to do, and that looks bust and bust. So those are just the two white things. Alright, Now you want to get a Sacramento Kings. I'm gonna go with this one. Yeah, let's go with this one. Alright, so I'm going to transform, make it smaller. Oh yeah, that looks good. Now you want to clipping mask that. Alright. Free transform. Yeah, that's good. So now you want to edit the text here. So this text, it says right here, is tungsten condensed. This font is included when you buy the pack. Condensed font. So right here, go to the fonts. This you want to find tungsten condensed. Tungsten condensed. Okay, so now once you downloaded these fonts, you want to go back to Photopea. And then right here, you can load a font. So I will load this font right here automatically, just like that, boomer. So now you can edit the text here. So this is the Sacramento Kings. Yeah, the Kings, like that. And then you want to do the same with the other side. Alright, so now that we're done, and that was a skin, by the way, skin method. Now you want to press File, Export as PNG or JPEG. Usually I use PNG, because I believe that has a higher quality. I'm not sure though. It's just a myth that I made up myself. So you save, and there you should have the finished product of the edited PSD. So there you go. That is how you edit a PSD.